Let's record there. And let's record locally just in case remotely doesn't work. Alright, let's see. Alright, last time we made a brand new art journal. It's not a fancy little thing. It's got some issues. I'll tell you one mistake I made. If you watched the episode where I made it, one mistake I made: the tabs that I used to glue the signatures onto were too stiff. I should have used cloth. I knew better. I should have used cloth, because without the flexibility, it breaks, and so it broke just like it should. And I had to take some mixed media paper and I glued it in between the signatures. So now it's more, I don't know if you could call it accordion style or not, but it works perfectly for our purposes. It's going to be a great little journal. It's sturdy. It doesn't break when you drop it. That's all I care about. The paper that I used to wrap around it was some figure drawing paper that I had left with some gestures on it. I don't know, Ustream may figure out that those are boobs and kick me right off. I don't know. Doesn't matter to me, because this is one of the last few times we're going to be on Ustream. Anyway, this week we're going to start the first spread. So, take your headphones off. Hello and welcome to this week's episode of The Artistic Biker, live from Houston, America. God's country. Sure enough, it's God's country down here. Uh-oh, my chat's not working. Oh no, it's because it failed to scroll. Oh, and oh, you sent me an easel. Somehow I have to figure out how to show the easel. I've got a new computer, so I've not set up to show easels, but I'll pull it up on my phone and we'll look at it. All right, so like I started off with last time on the Artistic Biker, we made a brand new journal. The kids are not with me tonight, so we can be quiet. I don't know, they're all in there watching a movie. They've been at the beach all week. They've been at the pool all week. They're all sunburnt, so they don't want anything to do with outside right now. Anyway, do we have a new journal? I haven't felt like doing a whole lot of anything else, so I thought I'd journal about that. So with that, let's turn the page and get started. See, look at the inside cover. I cut out an inside cover. It matches the outside cover. See there? It's nice. That's actually what ties the signature to the cover. It's nice. Alright, so this has been, I don't know, hot. It's not hot. It's just been a weird week seasonally. It has felt like it was going to rain all week long, and yet it did not rain. And now over the weekend it says they're talking about rain. It was sprinkling this afternoon. It cooled the streets off this afternoon, and that was nice. So it's Houston. In this time of the year we should be getting rain every day at 3 o'clock. We're a couple inches below where we're supposed to be this time of year, so there's concern about that. But you know, a drought here is, we were supposed to have 15 inches by now and we've only had 12, so we're obviously in a drought. Yeah, you got places in the country haven't seen rain since December. And you have places in the country where the rain's been non-stop for weeks. We're right where we need to be, and people are complaining about it. Let me dry this real quick. Ah, got paint. How did I get paint on me already? No, Bama, we're going to show them. We're going to show them. I love it when people send me their work. Beauty of a small book is it doesn't take long at all to dry. Why do you think there's bubbles? You think the paper bubbled? The paper must have bubbled. You think the paint separated from the paper? I don't know. Let's see here. Do I want to use acrylic or do I want to use gouache? Let's use acrylic. I know what to do with acrylic. Maybe we'll use gouache. Now, I've used gouache before. I have, you know, we made this nifty little journal out of file folders, and then I have this other little journal. Walmart had these on sales, these craft paper journals, and I used these. I've used this before, and this is my gouache journal. So I was playing in it, but redheads. All women are redheads in my books. So I could use gouache, but it's way up there and I'm not set up to do it, so I'm not going to. I'll use the acrylic. I've got this acrylic paper, and I find that it makes a nice little palette for my acrylic paint, and then I just throw it away when I'm done. Whew. Okay, I know this is exciting. It's like watching paint dry. I'll tell you what though, this is a nice respite. It's nice. It's nice to just sit here at my art bench and art with my besties. It seems like I have had a lot on my plate lately. Between the day job and the art job and it just seems like there's been a lot going on. You know? I don't know. I don't want to get too much into the day job stuff. Nobody needs that pain but me. But we've been going through some management changes. All the upper echelons decided to swap positions, come up with new ways to manage things, and all the rest of us dancing around trying to figure out how to keep up. And everybody's got good ideas. If they ever pick one, it'd be awesome. Oh goodness. Alright, let's see here. I think for a background, I think I'm just going to do something. I think I'm just going to do something cool. I wonder if I should put some tape across there. I should put some tape across there. I found my tape right over here. Where did I see that? Ah. You start cleaning up, you start finding stuff. It's crazy how that works. Whew. Covered in hair. Don't want that in the book. Give me just a second. Sorry. Gotta get all the dog hair off of it. Find the end of it. This is a little more exacting than what we're used to on my show. But I think it'll give me the effect I want. You've been looking around for those, one of those up here, none to be found. What's that, Linda Ray? What have you been looking for? And where's up here? I don't know where you are. A craft journal? Found a lot of good the tape did us. The problem with doing it this way is then you have to dry that before you can remove the tape and do the next part. The beauty of having the small journal though is it only takes seconds to dry it. art journal. You're in Michigan? You're not my ex-wife, are you? She lives in Michigan. She's one of those people. If I saw her walking down the street, I would cross the street to avoid her. I'm not saying she's the devil. She's on a first name basis with him. She probably says that about me. Matter of fact, I know she says that about me. Oh, goodness. There's no reason to be hateful. No reason to be hateful. You know what? You can't do that because the yellow is not opaque. If you've got blemishes, you've got to cover them up with white first. Because the yellow is not opaque. Yellow is transparent. Nothing rhymes with transparent. I don't have a good rhyme with transparent, but I can remember the opaque. You can't see through opaque because opaque is like a snake. There. Still got that blemish going there, but we'll be alright. Linda says she's not a biker's wife. Okay, good, Linda. Good. None of that pain and misery being a biker's wife. Ask my current wife, she'll tell you. That's not true. It's not true. Her life is not pain and suffering. She may tell you her life is pain and suffering. But let me tell you about her life. She's sunburned because they went to the beach 3 days in a row. We lived 45 minutes from the beach. That's not the beach she goes to, though. The beach she goes to is 2 hours away because it's a nicer beach. But she's been to the beach 3 days. 3 days last week, and then she's been to the pool 2 days this week. They send me pictures throughout the day of them lounging about the pool. Oh, you are a biker's wife. You're not my ex, but you are a biker's wife. Biker chicks are hot. Biker chicks are hot. Soccer moms are hot. Art teachers are hot. I got a thing for the art teacher. I've actually been having an affair with the art teacher so that my son could get better grades. Hey, if I already broke out my brush pen, does that mean it's over? My brush pen's not working very well. Oh no. What do we do? What do we do? Why is my brush pen not working? Is it empty? I'm gonna have to go in the house. I have another brush pen. I'm gonna have to go in the house and get the other brush pen. This one's got dried paint or something in it. Okay, that'll work for a background. So Wendy's in the chat room. She says that she's not one of my exes, but she is a biker's wife. My wife, I tease my wife about how miserable her life is, but truly, she's been. Here's the kind of stuff she has to put up with. Here's the kind of stuff she has to put up with. She put her initials on her art supplies. You see there where her initials are? How that's an M. I don't know what that's supposed to be after. I think it's just a curly Q at the end of it, right? But the problem is that when you look at it from the other side, it looks like JM, and those are my initials, so it's my art supplies. That's the kind of stuff that she has to put up with. Because she says it's got my initials on it. No, it doesn't. It has my initials on it. I don't know what you're talking about. But yeah, she's been to the beach. She's been to the pool. She's been lounging around the house all day today eating bonbons. Well, no, today they went back to the pool. But they had sunburns, so they didn't go back out for a couple of days. And so she's been sitting around the house complaining. I'm so bored. She's talking about going back to Oklahoma for the week. Just generally bragging to me about how she doesn't have to do anything because she's on vacation. She gets to do whatever she wants to do because she's on vacation. I'm not on vacation. Dance early. You know, Pamela, at the show, that's kind of the joy of working in the small journal, is how fast things go. We started late. We're already well into it. I don't have anybody to sing. That poses a problem for me. Linda Ray, I have an answer to that charger. She's in the chat room saying she has to put her initials on all her chargers because her husband can never find his. And I have an answer to that. We just have 2 or 3 chargers in every room. every outlet in our house has a charger on it. So let me see if I can pull up here. You know, what's on your easel? What's on your easel? What's on your easel today? I don't have graphics installed yet, but if you would like to be a part of what's on your easel, send email to blade@artisticbiker.com, and we'll use your works to inspire other people. Last week on the Artistic Biker, 2 weeks ago on the Artistic Biker, we painted fire. And when we painted fire, Pamela French sent in an art along while we were painting the flame here in the studio. Pamela French was arting along, so she also painted a flame. This week she sends me an updated version. Now I haven't looked at it yet, so avert your eyes, it might be porn. It says, I reworked the flame because I did not like my 10-minute job. So here's the version with glazes. I watched the video twice more in order to get the glazes just right. However, I prefer drips to splatters. The second flame is done on black drawing paper with opaque pens, metallic brush pens, and glitter watercolor brush pens. Fun, fun, fun. Wish the glitter and colors showed better, but it's just impossible with photos. So here it is. Check this out. Check this out. This is her following my video on painting flame with glazes. Check that out. How beautiful that is. That's our Pamela French using glazes on black paper. Very nice. Very nice, Pamela. Good job. If you look carefully into the black. I'm gonna get up there as close as I can. Look carefully in the black. You see how the glazes, how the colors fade into the black like that? That's what makes it shine. That's what makes fire. If you do fire and you really want to show how fire glows, that's what does it right there, is the glazes on the side. That's a great job, Pamela. That's a great job. I'm proud of that. I'm happy for you. I'm proud of you. Good job. Good job. So again, if you want to be part of what's on your easel, send an email to blade@artisticbiker.com, and we'll use your works to inspire other people, because that's what we're here for, is to inspire people to do stuff. It's not for the gray art, I promise you. not my gray art, but other people's gray art is fine. Anyway, that didn't come out right at all. It sounded bad. It's not for my gray art, it's for the inspiration. Whee! So where were we? That one is on canvas, she says. The second one is on paper. Oh, the first one was on canvas. The second one is on paper. Ooh. It was good work, Pamela. Very nice. You can tell I'm not accustomed to staying inside the lines. I think there's quite enough stuff out there inside the lines. I was at figure drawing last night. There was a young lady there by the name of Eveline. She doesn't normally come to figure drawing. She goes to the labs for like drawing hands, where I met her. She goes to the hand drawing lab and stuff like that. She doesn't normally go to figure drawing, but she worked up the nerve and she came to figure drawing, and she was nervous. She had no reason to be nervous, because it's not like anybody was going to put pressure on her. It's not like anybody was going to talk about her on a live stream or anything. But she was nervous, and you know, she was asking all kinds of questions. Where was I going with this? Well, she was worried about how her stuff looked, and you know, we had to stop and talk. And you know, when we stopped at the break and we talked about it, you know, it just boils down to practice. You're not in lab to make great art. You're in lab to get a handle on how you want to do it. And then she proceeded to make some really pretty things, but she was just, I couldn't get over how nervous she was. What's he doing? I don't know. What's he doing? I don't know. Maybe he'll tell us in a minute. I don't know. I don't know. No, really, what's he doing? Nobody knows. He makes it up as he goes along. I don't know. Give me a smaller brush. Just painting. Just painting along, having some fun. I've got so much to do. I mean, between my day job and between the art stuff, even with my burnt up house, I just feel like I have so much to do, and when it comes time to do it, I'm just not feeling it. And so I just feel like kind of messing around, just kind of playing a little bit. You ever just feel like playing just a little bit? Happened to me once. Happened to me once. So I am. I'm just playing in my journal. I've got this brand new journal. There's no real technique. Nothing really going on. Just kind of messing around. Yeah, Pamela, the house burnt down, and my mom says that she knows this brush may be too big for this. My mom says that she has a realtor that might buy it as is. And you know, I made an offer to a developer in Chickasha, Oklahoma, where the house is that burned down. And the offer that I made was, I'll quit deed it to you if you'll demolish it. I was just going to give him the property in exchange for and he could do whatever he wants with it. Rebuild. Whatever he wanted to do with it. He turned me down, but the offer was made. Let's see. I need a smaller brush. Let's move to, where's my good brush? Somebody's made off with my good brush. I'm gonna have to beat these kids. Either that or I didn't put it up. One of the two. There's no telling. You know what that means? It means I need to buy more brushes. That's exactly what that means. Daddy's going to town. Alright, let's dry that real quick. That's dry enough for our purposes. So let's see here. Let's try. I think that's empty. There we go. She said, "I'm so jealous." Oh, Jerry's Artorama. Yeah, she's in the chat room. She says she's so jealous that we have a Jerry's here. Jerry's Artorama. Jerry's Artorama is cool too. I'm more impressed with. I'm actually more impressed with Texas Art Supply. But Jerry's Artorama is cool. Actually, I like whichever one will sponsor me. So, Jerry's Artorama, call me. How do we change cameras? Have we been on that camera the whole time? Oh my goodness. Nobody said anything. When did we lose cameras? Can't talk. Arting. Holy crap, that got away from me. Goodness. There we go. Can't use the big brush for this. Can't use that brush for this. Anyway. So yeah, between the day job, between the art job, you know, I still have to make the move to Twitch. I still have to set up an account on Twitch. I set up an account. I have to manage the account. I have to get everything set up over there on Twitch, which is not that difficult. I just have to make the time to do it. I never made it to Porch Art Supply, no. Let's see, I don't want to use that brush. That's why I need the other brush. Where's my good brush? Ah, so frustrating. So frustrating. I have all these brushes and I can't find the V1. The brush. The one that I use for lettering. The one that I use for everything. Can't find it. It's not irritating at all. I'm gonna have to beat me some kids. That's all it boils down to. I'm just gonna have to beat some kids. It won't do any good, but it'll make me feel a little better. I think. I don't know. Here, let's use this one. I guess I could go buy some paint markers. It's too big. It's too big a brush. Alright. Back to the lettering brush then. I need to practice with the lettering brush anyway. I don't spend enough time messing with the lettering brush anyway. Can't talk. Harding. When you have too much, it's TOO, right? That's what I'm doing. Whew. Okay, I can use an ink pen for the other part. All right. So there's our first entry into the new journal. Nothing fancy. Really just something to reflect my mood with all the stuff that I have to do with my day job. I've got a database to build. I have spreadsheets to build. I have predatory capitalism work to do. I have all kinds of stuff to do with the day job, and then I have to get the website revamped, get the newsletter revamped, get everything set up and moved over to Twitch. And Ustream, we're moving to Twitch because Ustream is shutting down. Dee Dee's already made the move to YouTube. Ustream is shutting down their free service, their free platform. So we're making the move to Twitch so that I can play music and stuff and I don't have to record until I'm ready to record. YouTube, the minute you turn it on, it starts recording, And if a car drives by with a radio playing, then YouTube says, "Oh, we can't show your video in the UK. You don't have a license." So we're making the move to Twitch, but I've got to get everything set up for it, and I feel like a slug. I just don't feel like doing anything. I feel like just laying around avoiding salt. Maybe my brush, Pamela says maybe my brush is where I picked up the ruler. What do you think? Here's a paint pen. I could have used a paint pen. It's probably... Shoot, my paint pen's got other colors on it. Thing about white, when you use a white as a highlight, you don't want to use too much. If you use too much absolute white, it'll actually dull your painting instead of brighten your painting. He says as he adds more. I just want it to glisten. Wonder if I should add some shading to the bottom. You think I should add some shading to the bottom? I don't know. I kind of like it the way it is. Nice and clean. Alright, I'm going to call it done. I could sit here and keep messing with this, but I'm not going to. When you have too much to do, but you just feel like a slug. So, it was an exciting first show in the journal. Oh, you know what we can do? Let's dry that. Hang on. What I think's funny, Pamela, is how you said it in the chat room. She says, put your initials on them, LOL. And Linda, I'm sorry, Linda said that, Linda Ray. And it's obvious to me that you understand that when you put your initials on stuff around kids, that's when they forget how to read. There we go.
Get your gas mask on.
I had my gas mask on. I
see it.
I had my gas mask on. Wait, everybody look.
No, I'm burned. I look funky.
Come here.
He knows how to embarrass me. I'm sorry.
Look, she's a lobster. Can you do the hands?
Look.
Can you do the hands like? Don't hurt me. I've been teasing him about how much you hate me right now.
Yeah, how much do I hate you?
Yeah, because your life sucks with going to the beach and going to the
pool
and getting burnt.
And it's hot here.
You got to do the lobster hands. Oh. What kind of noise do lobsters make?
They don't.
They do. They go.
It's like
when you boil them.
Oh yeah, that's it.
When you boil them.
Okay, love your face.
They're in here saying, shade it. It's only 7:20. All right, I'll shade it. The problem is it's so easy just to keep going. It's so easy. there's a little soap in my water to make it so that it will not bead up so much on shiny surfaces. You can tell how much it worked. But that's why I put the soap in the water, is so that it won't bead up so much on the shiny surfaces. Again, you can't really tell. I think that may have been a horrible idea. And I'm on the wrong camera. Goodness. Yeah, I don't like that. That's a horrible idea. I'm taking it away. I'm undoing it. You know, likey. I could probably use the crayons, though. Where's my crayons? Oh, Pamela says she sent us another one. Pamela sent us another easel. Nope. Not here yet. Just the one. Oh! Oh! Sorry. There were... Where did this come from? Is that abstract fire? Dig that. Look. Abstract fire. Cubism. Look at you! Thank you, Linda Ray, reminding me to flip the camera. Look at you go with your abstract fire. Let's see. I wonder if we can use the crayons. I didn't like what was happening with the paint, so let's try it with crayons. There's not a black in here. Oh, that's a crazy thought. Bet there's a black in this one. Kids aren't allowed to touch this one. Let's see, we don't really want black though. We want like an indigo. And that's glitter. I don't want glitter. Eggplant. The title of this one is Shadow. Let's see. Ooh, can you see that? Ooh, that's a nice crayon. Ooh. All right, let's see here. What do you think about that? Look at that. You can't really tell. Well, that's kind of nice. Add some depth to it. Yeah, it's a good idea. All right, that killed like 5 more minutes. The name of that color is Shadow. Somebody will be offended by that, I'm sure. I need the right color for shadows. That's racist. Oh my goodness. Okay, seriously. This is one of those things where I could just keep going. Because I'm just playing and I'm having fun doing it. I even broke out the big box of crayons for Pamela. Alright guys. Okay. So thank you so much for joining me. You know this is my favorite night of the week when I get to art with my besties. I look forward to it every week. Don't know how much longer we're going to be on Ustream. I know we're going to be off Ustream by July. Hopefully we'll get that taken care of. It's one of the reasons why I feel like such a slug is because I haven't gotten it taken care of, because I'm just overwhelmed. You ever just been overwhelmed? You ever have so much to do you just didn't feel like doing anything? You know, that's when you start feeling like a slug. Anyway, that said, guys, thank you so much for joining me. Be sure and tune in next week. Same Artistic Biker time, maybe the same Artistic Biker channel. And then we dance. And we dance. We dance until somebody says that they see me dancing, or until I get tired of dancing, because the chat room is slow. You know, I thought that the lag was gone for a while there. Thank you, Linda Ray. Hey, can y'all do this? My daughter is mad at me because I learned to can floss. And then we dance. We dance until somebody says they see me dancing. And as soon as they see me dancing, okay, I'm done with that.